Has anyone else been kicked out of been kicked out of YouTube? Oh, maybe it's just me. Well, I guess yeah, it seems strange. I was sat here talking to myself for a little while, and just weird. Gremlins in it on the tube. So there you go. I mean, it's still the same stream. It's got a different stream on the settings. So I don't know. I guess it just glitched. So yeah. Smash that like button, smash the thumbs up button, do whatever it is that you do, and we'll get back to talking about trading. Mosquito. That noise there that you can hear is the sleeping church. Nice one, Paul. Good stuff, Paul. Did you catch that in the Discord, or? So I called it out so I got in, and then as I was writing it up, I called it out in the Discord. So if you were in the Discord, you might have caught that with me. Hey, Mike. Good to see you, brother. Oh, gelato. Galecto Inc. or gelato, as the ticker likes to show itself. Not great volume, so not something I'm going to be interested in. Looks like we've got a bit of volatility in the market, this pre-market this time. They'll get no volume on Plus Therapeutics, so probably not something I'm going to be interested in. I did call Archer out in the Discord earlier, Archer Aviation, but it's pulling back. So it had a nice pop up yesterday after hours. If you look at it on the 15. Zoom in. So you look at this, a nice pop up after hours yesterday, but it's pulling back now. Even double topped, so pulling back now. So I called that out in the Discord. It's worth watching, but it's probably not going to do much. Yes, Mike, I called it out in the Discord. Look. Yeah, look, Alistair, let's not count the chickens, because you've seen me in the past. I mean, you've been around. I'm probably one of the longest serving members of the community, so you've seen me start a day like this before, even better than this, and end up red. So it's not over till it's over, till the fat lady sings, as they say. Hello again, Alberto. How was the holiday, by the way? Who was it that was on holiday? Yeah, PPI, I wouldn't say it wasn't good. It just didn't do anything. Very similar to what it'll do is it'll rebound. It's kind of the exact same as yesterday. PPI data came out, and we saw PPI 0.3 versus the 0.2 estimate on month over month, and year over year. 2.4 versus 2.3, so not a huge difference really. Not going to make a huge impact to the market. Yesterday we had a bullish pop, and it probably tried. It had a bullish move at the open, and then pulled back. So today we've had a bearish drop. It probably will recover, and then we'll see what does it drop at the open and then rally, or does it do the opposite of what it did yesterday? That's kind of where I'm going with this. It's the market. Look at this on the 60-minute. You'll see what I'm talking about. So the market over the last few days it's been very choppy this week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. No, that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then today. Very choppy, sideways action mostly. Not really doing much, not really going anywhere. If you look at it on the daily, you'll see it pretty much is saying that. So it's pulling back from the highs of the end of July. It's just at the moment, what I would consider this as consolidation. Bit of a pullback here, a bit of a drop here at the end of the beginning of August, first 2 days of August, and then it's just sideways, choppy sideways. So we just need a bit of a catalyst, a bit of a bump, maybe one of these stocks, one of the big main cap stocks that has good earnings and drags the rest of the market with it. I don't know. We just need something to give it a bit of a spark and get it back on track for bullish momentum. But at the moment, just sideways chop. Yeah, Archer. We'll see. We'll see. Hey, good morning. Good morning, Don. How you doing? Absolutely. Look, I'm only looking for the best setups. That's all I'm saying. I'm not going to be risking any of these gains. Realistically speaking, I'm going to stay at least 2x. The most I can afford to risk 6k now because 2x gold covers yesterday and today, 400, and it covers the drawdown as well. So Neith, how was the vacation? Oh, well, what were my entries? So I got in just after the bottom of the hour, about an hour ago now, on TSAT. Let's cover TSAT off. So I got in for the breakout. So here I had the consolidation as it broke new highs. That's where I got in, and was able to ride that up, take some profits. I got out up here. It was like $4. Re-entered smaller size, and then as it pulled back, got out and tried again there again, smaller size for the move back up. So as it broke new highs and got out as it broke new lows. So, good start to the day, really good momentum on that move up, and as far as I'm concerned, that's me at goal on the day. And whilst I don't have to trade, if the momentum's in the market, of course, I want to look for it. And the market is pull back on the PPI data. So PPI, if you're new to the channel or you're new to the market and you don't know what PPI is, it's a production price index or producer's price index. So yesterday we had the CPI, which is the consumer price index. Both are measures of inflation, but in a different way. So what happens is the consumer price index is the measure of the price at the point of sale. So it's the price to you and me, your public, the consumer, the price of gas or petrol at the pumps, the price of a loaf of bread on the shelves. That's the consumer price index. It's inflation for the price of goods and services. Now, the producer's price index, which has dropped this morning, 10 minutes ago, that's the producer's price index is the price to get those goods and services to you. So it's the cost of manufacturing or the cost of providing goods and services to the public. So it's two different ways of measuring inflation. Well, I've not been on vacation. My vacation is a permanent one now, Neith. So I've moved to the Philippines. So I now live in the Philippines with my fiance and daughter. So happy days. All right, so we're 10 minutes. How much did no economics help in trading? It's hard to say, Alex, simply because my background is in, I was in the C-suite, okay? So I was regional vice president of a technology company, a global technology company. I was a regional vice president for Europe, Middle East, and Africa. So the very nature of me working my way up in that career path meant that I had to have a good idea of economics there. So how much that's helped me, I couldn't say whether that's helped me or hindered me or one or the other. It's just knowledge that I had. So if I hadn't had that knowledge, would I have been any different? I suppose it's knowledge that you can pick up. Trading, being or knowledge of economics isn't necessarily essential for good trading. Because if you master the art of price action trading, if you're looking at investing, so longer term value investing, I would say a basic knowledge of economics is essential, because when you start doing fundamental analysis, that's where the economic knowledge comes into play. Technical analysis, less economics, more pattern recognition, if truth be known. Yes, you're looking for an element of fundamentals, you're looking for catalysts, economic catalysts, you're looking for previous support resistance areas and things like that. So from a day trading perspective, I would say economic knowledge is less important than it would be for value investing or even swing trading, where fundamental analysis is more relevant. I'm not saying fundamental analysis isn't relevant in day trading, but it's less relevant than the technicals. A good catalyst, a good fundamental catalyst will trump the technicals every day of the week. But if you can master the art of trading the technicals, you don't really need to know about the fundamentals. I've been watching Eaton as well. Been sideways. It had good earnings, so it's been sideways for a while. It's had a couple of good patterns emerging, but it's choppy sideways across the VWAP. This is the second biggest mover. I mean, Telesat moved up. It was like 95% gain on the day before pulling back. So I'm still watching that. Telesat is looking to test the VWAP, coming up to retest the VWAP here. If it gets over $13 and shows some bullish momentum, who knows, we might get some. So at one stage we were $1.05 on the average true range on this move here, $1.05. So that was interesting. But if it gets over 13, we might see a bit more bullish momentum come in. So other than that, let's see what the market gives us. Big mover on Monday. VTGN is done nothing but pull back since. Pretty flat since Tuesday. No real action. A lot of people watching it because it went up to $60 from kind of $2 in the space of 5-10 minutes on Monday. Huge moves, but it doesn't look like to me it's going to be heading in that direction against me. Every candle since it reached $60, every candle's been red, every daily candle's been red. So it was pre-market move, and then it gapped up on Monday because of the pre-market move, and it sold off all Monday, it sold off Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and today it's marginally green. Actually, no, it's actually down, so it looks like it's going to be selling off today. So I'm looking at the chart, so it looks like a 5-day sell-off. How far is it to the next beach? For me, the beach is probably about 20 minutes away. Not even. It depends. Walking to the beach, I'm not walking to the beach. I'm more up the hills in the mountains. So it's a bit cooler. If I'm nearer the beach, it's just rancid hot. So up in the mountains, it's a bit cooler. Yeah, beach. I think we might we might head to the beach this weekend. Actually, I shouldn't say that because my fiance hasn't okayed that, and she doesn't know. So I'll run it by her later, and or she will no doubt message me if she's watching and say, yeah, let's go to the beach this weekend. Right. IDAI, let's have a look at that one hitting the scanners. Made a little pop. T-stamp. Why is it just popped up? So that's it's a good 50, 60 cent move. Okay, Trust Stamp received notice of a new patent issued for AI-powered tokenization technology from US Patent and Trademark Office. That's just dropped at 1/4 to the hour, so this could be interesting. Nice catalyst. We continue to break highs. Not a big float. It's what 6.3 million float. Not much in terms of the short interest. No, there's about 3.5 million shares a day. So it's just taking off now. It's about 500,000 shares at the moment. So it's relatively low volume at the moment. But the volume's starting to come in. We're seeing about 75,000 shares a minute at the moment on average. So we're just waiting for continuation. So I'm in at 312. The average true range is like 15 cents. So if it pulls back to the VWAP, I'll use the VWAP as my stop. VWAP is currently 295, 296. So I'll use the VWAP as my stop. Yeah. What's the ticker? I was just looking at T-stamp. So I just did T-stamp here. It made a move up. So I looked for the move up as it broke new highs. It got a nice fill actually, but it then just pulled back. So I got a small loss. The initial ticker that I made goal on there, Jack, was TSAT. So Telesat is the company, TSAT. Nice downward go. Let's see, it's a good, decent catalyst. Let's see if it maintains or if it. I'm drinking a lot more water. I know that much since I got here. Anything else? Kind of TSAT, IDAI, the two movers at the moment. Let's see if we'll get a continuation here. Move back up. Realistically, 5-minute candle, 306 is the high. So that's what we're looking for. It's kind of finding a little bit of support there at the VWAP, it seems, but volume, lower volume. So we'll see. now, Lindsay? I'm in the Philippines right now. Yeah, I've got the air conditioning on. I've got the air conditioning on. So my air conditioning is set to 21.5, nice, cool ambient temperature. So that's chilling me out. If I go into the other room, it's probably about 28. Where I've not got air conditioning on, it's probably about 28, and that's in the evening. It's mid-30s. It was probably mid-30s early today. It was a nice. It was a cooler day today. It's probably mid to late 30s. No, mid-30s, I would say. Ah, Lindsay, you've been missed. You've been sadly missed. The garden's not bad, Alistair. It's not bad. The grass is a bit coarse. Needs a bit of. It probably needs a little bit more to it because of the heat. The grass is a bit coarse. Got a nice little nipper hut. I've got a couple of coconut trees, my own coconut trees. So absolutely. So we'll. I've not had the barbecue. I've not had a barbecue in it yet. So that's on the agenda. We've not done any outdoor cooking at all yet, which is kind of strange because I thought I'd be doing a lot more than that. Well, there you go, Lindsay. You got to pay the bills. Yes, I have, Matt. I spent the last month moving. She was saying I've lost weight. It's all I'm saying is it must be the additional exercise I'm getting. Not intentionally lost weight or anything, but I guess the stress of the move and everything else. And you know what? The heat, you lose appetite with the heat. It's not like Dublin where you need to eat to fuel the keeping warm. But yeah, you tend to do more snacking than eating heartily meals when you're in the heat. Yeah, I'm telling you, it disappeared. It absolutely disappeared, Alison. I couldn't find it, and then I saw it was near. About a day later, I saw the same spider near the bed. So I got a Coke bottle, cut the bottom off the Coke bottle, and I captured it with a slice of cardboard underneath it, and captured it. Be the hero, as it were. Took it and threw it in the garden. It's living somewhere in the garden now. So, but huge spider it was. Don't inspire to be me. Be inspired to be yourself. Of course I answer your question, Lindsay. Of course I do. I've moved to the Philippines, Matty. Yeah, that's the spider. The spider just it was looking at me. It was looking at the lady. It was looking at my daughter, and so my fiance's tiny as well. So it was looking at them, thinking, "Oh, I might be able to capture them." And it saw me and thought, "Oh, hang on a minute, that morsel is more than a morsel. Maybe may need a little bit more." So he decided to pack his bags. Well, I packed his bags for him. Actually, I used to be arachnophobic many years ago, and I went to Sri Lanka with my sister, and we went to a spice garden. And what kind of stopped me it was the humor of it was we went to this spice garden, and there was a huge, not quite a tarantula because it didn't have hairy legs, but it was a huge spider. And there was this fly buzzing around. My sister had these yellow dungarees on, and we thought, because of the yellow dungarees, this thing like a wasp was buzzing around, thinking that she was a flower or something, you know? And the guy that was trying to sell us stuff said, no, the fly's after the spider. And I'm like, what spider? And there was a big spider under the bench that we were sitting on, trying to hide from the fly. But we thought it was a kind of lost in translation moment that he got it wrong. It said, no. the spider's after the flies. Spiders eat flies. And this guy's like, no, fly after spider. No, that can't be right. So we just put it down to lost in translation. A couple of minutes later, we saw this wasp, as it was, dragging this spider up the embankment, up the wall, up the embankment, and into its little lair, into its hole. It stung it and it took it in. And it was like revenge of the fly. This fly had stung the spider and was eating the spider. It was just the complete turnaround. You only get stuff like that happen in the tropics. And it's since that, it was just the humour of it. I've never been arachnophobic, just triggering the mentality of something. Never been arachnophobic, I guess. Welcome to the club, Niall. Welcome to the club. The time difference is not so bad. I'm 12 hours ahead of the market now, Matty. 12 hours ahead of the market. Make sure you sign into the Discord, Niall. You'll get a lot more action on the Discord when I'm not streaming as well. Let's have a look at AIXI. So, Xiaoyi. About 7:35. I called it out in the Discord, so if you're not in the Discord, this is finding a bit of a resistance, a bit of a flat top forming at $10. F20. Yeah, not seeing any company-specific news on this. There's a flat top forming there at $10. It's already over average volume, so I don't know what the catalyst is. I'm not seeing any company-specific news or anything here. It's just finding heavy resistance at $10 there. There's a 43,000 share seller at $10. So until he's out of the way, this ain't going higher than $10. So I can see 43,800 sell order at $10 on the level 2. Yeah, I'm a Forex trader. I've not been around. So the last 2 days I've been trading. So I'm back now trading. But prior to that, I was moving. I was relocating. So I took a month off, well, close to a month off, and to do the relocation. Absolutely, Matty. Absolutely. Nice one. Well, good luck, and anything we can do to help there, Niall, just reach out. Yes, big seller at $10. So just be wary if you're looking for this to move up. Massive seller at $10. Once we get over that, we need a bit of bullish momentum. But without the volume, we're not going to get the. Just not going to get over that $10 barrier. Well, there you go. It's live the dream. Yeah, so I took that trade. Early doors there, Vol. Say about 7:35 on its way up, all the way. A good $4 move, all the way up from kind of 12.50 up to 16.50. Then it started to pull back. So that's Telesat, TSAT. So that's when I took that this morning. T-Stamp's got a good catalyst, but it didn't sustain. So really want to see this moving back up and over $3. Yesterday I didn't continue after yesterday. I went. So I got, funny enough, somebody commented on the video just after I'd finished. Oh, the noises in the background. I can't hear anything. It's all. I'm like, that was my daughter came and wanted to play, so I finished. Made $400. That was it, Richard. So that yesterday was it was a small day. It was so choppy yesterday, though. There was just no good setups at all. So after I finished streaming, I packed up and went playing with the little girl and finished up. And that's the life. That's what you want to be doing. It's not about Lamborghinis and private jets. Sorry, Alistair. It's not about Lamborghinis and private jets. It's about the freedom to live a happy life with who you want to live it with. Now, if Lamborghinis and private jets is what makes you happy, then yeah, by all means, go for that. But that's a waste, in my opinion. The private jet, if you've got people and you've got places to go, you don't want to buy it, but you know, renting a private jet is, as Alistair proved this last couple of weeks, it can be. You can actually hire a private jet a lot cheaper than you might think, believe it or not. So you can go from London to Madrid on a private jet for almost next to nothing. It's pretty much the same price as you pay for business class if there's a few of you, and it's worth. You know, at least you'll be on time, and no issues when you get there with customs and stuff. Hey, buy the dip. So what time did I make my profits today? 7:35 to, I would say 7:35 to 7:45. So it was about, not even, probably about 6-7 minutes. I have 3 of the same stocks on my watch list. So Eaton, Vestagen and Archer. No, TSAT I've got on. So basically, the watch list that I've got on that you can see up there, 2 of those are different from what they were yesterday. That's all I'm saying. Pagaya. Now this time last year, Pagaya was going mental for us, and we made some good bread on it last year. So AIXI, look at that. It went all the way up to $10. Now it's below $9. So Archer, last it popped up on I think it was earnings yesterday. It's been selling off now, so Archer Aviation's probably not a good long bet right now. It's kind of very close to the pre-market lows. It was breaking lows here and it's coming back down here, so it's below the VWAP, broke the lows, went back up to the VWAP, rejected, consolidation, tried again, rejected, and now it's almost tapping the lows here. So Archer's not looking too strong at the moment. We'll see what happens. We've got 24, 25 minutes to the market open, so plenty of time yet. Right, is that what it is? Let me just put that there so I can change that on the OBS settings. Right, okay, so that's what you're referring to. Apologize for that. So let's see. Eaton. Ooh, onion rings. Yum. Oh, my own beautiful waiters coming and serving me some fried onion rings. Snacks. Oh, you shut up. She was giving you snacks earlier. Vestagen and Archer. There we go. I think we should be all good again. Sorry about that, Mag G. Hey, Thomas. Good to see you again. How comes you don't have outside hours on interactive there, Jack? Interactive are probably one of the best ones for out of hours trading. You might need to contact them and get them to enable it. So I've got some onion rings, breaded onion rings, the chili dip. I never got this in Dublin. So interactive is 24 hours, 24/7 trading, depending on what you're trading. But if you're trading the NYSE and NASDAQ, they do the full. They usually allow the full session both ways. So get in touch with your support and find out why you've not got out of hours sessions. This is much better trading here than in Dublin. I never got able service in Dublin, that's for sure. I've not even looked into it, Dan. I've not even looked into it. Interactive and CMEG are the ones that I've kind of been with. There probably are more. I probably will have some options, but then I might lose some in the same sense. So I've not really looked into it. But hey, bro, why fix it, you know? And then I'll lose the moniker of the fat guy on the internet getting. Not a lot moving right now. So this is probably going to be the calm before the storm. And how are you finding it, Vol? So interactive brokers, are you using TWS? First and foremost, the question I'm asking, are you using TWS or are you using Dash Trader or another platform? One of the good things with interactive is that they have open APIs. So if you've got a platform that you like to use and access to it, interactive will give you the open APIs to be able to link it to your account. Yeah, Dash Trader is great. I like Dash Trader. Second, after Dash Trader, I would say Sterling Trader. I like Sterling Trader as well. TC2000 is quite good. Lightspeed have a proprietary one, but the platform's very good as well. But yeah, Dash Trader for me is whilst the charting leaves a lot to be desired, it's geared more for day traders, so charting isn't really the big issue when it comes to longer term analysis. If you're looking for longer term analysis, just boot up your trading view and do it that way. Longer term analysis isn't really what day traders really need to do. It's yes, you need to be mindful of the longer term trend, but you can do that on the daily, or you can do that on the 60 and annual. If you're day trading, particularly day trading the lower cap stocks, the annual chart, what it was doing this time last year, but for key support and resistance levels. So if a 365 high, for example, you might find a bit of difficulty getting over it off. 365 low, might find a bounce on that. But longer term analysis, you can do that on TradingView. You don't really need to do that on Dash Trade. Yeah, Thinkorswim's good for learning. I would say if you're on Thinkorswim with TD Ameritrade, particularly because it's free commissions with TD Ameritrade, if you're on Thinkorswim, learning how to scalp, which is not as easy as you might think, but you can take multiple trades without getting hit with by the commissions. That's the advantage that you've got. So you can be a little bit more get in, get out in its entirety. Buy, sell, and not worry about scaling in and scaling out. So as soon as you start getting to the point where you want to scale in and scale out, add to your positions and then scale out and take profits and ride a move, Thinkorswim becomes less relevant, and it's good for scalpers though. Although I say it's good for scalpers, probably not great because there's the speed, the fill speeds and the spreads are not as good as you'll get on DAS either. Yeah. So Neith, if you've ever traded with Thinkorswim, has a little ding when an order completes. So if you place your order, you place a limit order, you might place it at market, but you place your order, it will give you a little alert sound, which is what he's talking about, the sell bell. It'll give you a little alert sound once the order's filled. So that's what he means by the sell bell. Trade zero, again, not great in terms of spreads or fill speeds. Absolutely, there's no such thing as a free anything. No such thing as a free lunch. 100% balls. If you think it's free, if it's too good to be true, if it sounds too good to be true, it usually is. If you think it's free, it's not, you're the product. You find that the spreads, they're making money on the spreads, or they're making money off selling your data to whoever. Now, in certain countries in Europe, for example, payment for order flow is illegal, so they can't do that. So that's why you'll get very poor spreads or very slow fills, so that they can make money on that. I relocated. Now, TSAT's not making a move. It's still below the VWAP. It's just in and around 12 bucks. I've got this on my watch list here. So it's VWAP fading at the moment. It needs to get over $13 for me. We're looking at it on the higher time frame, looking at it on the 5-minute time frame. $13, and I think we might have some action. If you look at it on the hourly time frame, the last candle was a red one, so we had the big green one on the 60-minute. I'll put this up so you can all see. So we had big green candle here on the 60-minute. Then the red candle. So the red candle, 1369, 1375 will be a good place to get in. Obviously, the opportunity's up there, but gets up to 1375, $14. It's on its way back up again. We'll see. I mean, it's going to be a catalyst. We'll see. What to do in Europe? It depends where you are. If you're in London, get yourself down the West End. I mean that's a very open question. If you want to put a bit more context to it, Marcel, I'll be happy to give my opinion. Not advice. I'm not a financial advisor, so I don't give financial advice. But if you're in the Netherlands, yeah, I kind of gathered that. What to do in Europe? So in terms of, give a bit of context, what we're talking about, trading, which markets to trade, which platform to trade, which broker to use, is that what we're looking for? If you're in the Netherlands, then actually Interactive in the Netherlands is quite good, but I do recommend Capital Markets Elite. For Europe, Capital Markets Elite Group's a great day trading product. It's a great day trading platform with the choice of Dash Trader, Sterling Trader, Trade Zero at the moment. Like I say, Trade Zero is zero commissions, which means you are the product. Or spreads. I think the other issue that I kept getting reported with Trade Zero is when I'm streaming live and I'm trading certain stocks, they couldn't find those stocks to trade because Trade Zero wasn't carrying the full order book as well. So that can be a bit of an issue. If you're not getting the full order book, you're getting poor spreads, you're getting slow fills, you're the product. So Capital Markets Elite Group, they're actually 10 years old now, Capital Markets. Our Interactive Brokers, those will be my two picks for day trading the US stock market. Good to see you again, Jayaj. Jayaj, in the UK, 5K account, CMEG all day long. You're limited with your options, but Capital Markets Elite Group, Capital Markets UK. There's a link. There's actually a link in my link tree. If you go into my profile, there's a link to Capital Markets there as well, and you can get a discount on the platform fees if you use that link for the first 3 months. But yeah. For the UK, so Interactive in the UK, you're going to get hit with the PDT rule. So a 5K account is considered a small account. If you're looking at a small account, I would say Capital Markets, and you're not going to have any issues with the PDT rule because it's an offshore broker. You've got direct market access with the platforms that they have. You've got fast speeds, reasonable commissions, but you've got fast speeds in terms of fills. You've got narrow spreads, probably one of the best spreads because it's direct market access platforms that they work with. So yeah, CMEG. Yeah, Mullins, it will do that. So Mullen will do a reverse split and then they'll hit the market with an offering. That's the yo-yo of Mullen Automotive. It's a garbage company, garbage stock. It's horrible. I've been saying this for years. So many people holding bags with it. So many people, the whole kind of Reddit community, and it's a horrible stock. It's always down. I mean, what is it, about a dollar now? Let's have a quick look. People ask me to look at it. So what do I think about it? I'm like, it's crap. So he'll do another reverse stock split. So it's just under $1 at the moment. He'll do another reverse stock split. He'll announce some news. It'll move back up again. Then they'll hit the market with an offering. It can go back down again. And then they'll do another reverse stock split, and around we go. And that's all Mullen does. The only way they make money, because they're not making any money. They're losing money hand over fist. They're a terrible company. So the only way they're making money is by, squeezing money out of the stock market. Once the stock price goes down, the company themselves have made the money on selling it at the initial offering. So they then get the price to pump up. They'll hit the market with a shelf offering or a secondary offering, or in this case, 30th offering or whatever. They'll hit the market again with another offering. It'll tank the price again. Then they'll do another reverse stock split to maintain compliance with NASDAQ regulations and get above that $1 level again. They'll have a bit of a news, they've won a contract or whatever it is, the stock price will move up again, they'll hit the market with another offering, and that's how they're making the money. It's every time that the price goes up to like $2, $2.50, they hit the market with an offering. And then when it gets down below $1, they'll have a reverse stock split. So what that initial offering was, they're consolidating it again, and that's how they're making money off the stock market. They're not making money through regular means. So there's this one, Top Shipping's another one that does the same thing every few months, has another offering and then a reverse split and another offering. And garbage companies, they really are. Which is, I don't like trading at this kind of level. And literal pennies. Anything under $2, you see a lot of that. Yeah, Nicholas had some good moves this last while. And that's not the ticker. Yeah, so Nikola Corporation barcoding at the moment. It's 194. Not a lot of range. Not really doing much. Not seeing much. Very sideways. Has been for the last couple of days. In and around that $2 level. Give or take a few cents. It's in and around that $2 level. Not really doing much. Not a lot of range on the daily. Not a lot of range on the minute by minute, so it's just kind of barcoding at the moment. Not a lot of opportunity there. Very thickly traded. If you look at the level 2, very thickly traded. So yeah, not my cup of tea, but I know a lot of people do trade it. Well, that's up to you, ZHL. As per the ticker at the bottom, I'm not offering financial advice, stock picks or signals. Not a financial advisor. I'm just a fat bloke on the internet with an opinion. But you can't go wrong with gold. I mean, gold is a solid investment. It's a haven, is what it is. So the price of gold is always going to maintain value. And it's a safe haven. When the markets get volatile and there's issues, gold is where people put the money. So it's always a safe haven. And but would I say buy it? Well, that's up to you. Do your own due diligence. I don't really trade commodities as a whole. I just don't see the volatility in commodities that you will get in equities. Marathon Digital. Yeah, not a lot of volume in Marathon Digital. So right platforms, as they are now, formerly Right Blockchain and Marathon Digital, tend to go in tandem with each other. And of late, I would say the last 6 to 12 months, pre-market volume's been crap. So you've got to wait for the opening bell, which is in just under 5 minutes' time, before you get any reasonable volume for these particular crypto stocks to make any decent moves. So at the moment, Marathon Digital not really doing a lot. The range is what, 3 cents. The spreads are 15 cents. Ouch. That can't be right. Yeah, the spreads are 55 on the ask and 40 on the bid. So not something I'd be interested in trading when the range doesn't cover the spreads. Right, we're over the VWAP on TSAT. I said it needs to get over $13 and hold. It got over $13, but it didn't hold. It went up to kind of $13.35, and then it's back below $13. Guys, do me a favor. Less than a third of you have actually shown any kind of appreciation. So just do me a favor. Hit that thumbs up button. Just we've got what, 3 minutes to the bell. So take this next 3 minutes as your time to check the thumbs up button and a little bit of interaction. As I say, less than a third of you have done that. So let's get at least 30 likes on the. If you've not done it now, do it now. You know you want to. it's a good omen to hit that thumbs up button whilst I'm live, and I would really appreciate it as well. So please do. Oh, for God's sakes. Come on. And again. I'm having some gremlins this morning. Having a few gremlins. Absolutely cast and drive. Absolutely. We find a bit of support here around kind of 1275, which I said was the key level. But I want to see this move. So I've got 15 minutes. I'm going to switch the scanners over because we've got 15 minutes left of the pre-market session. Well, 7 seconds now. Oh, 15 minutes. 15 seconds it was. There is the bell. Let's see what happens. So TSAT, top of the scanners right now. Want to see this over 1350 pre-market high. Up there at 1650. Well, yeah, absolutely, Niall. Absolutely. Eaton making some moves. Archer selling off. Some volatility with Eaton at the moment. Let's see this over 1350. $407 halt level, so 350 is more than sufficient. Okay, just nothing jumping out. We've got Apex inefficient now. Not seeing anything jumping out right now, guys. So if you see something that that you want me to put up on the screen, let's have a look at how the market's reacting. Sell off. You see where the VWAP is up here. The VWAP on the SPY is 444 and 55 cents. So we're way off that. Over $1 off. So we're selling off today. PPI numbers weren't great, but they weren't horribly bad either. So we'll see what happens. We had a rally into the open yesterday, and then it sold off the rest of the day. So I said, basically, when this we had the sell-off, a bit of a bounce, and it's doing the exact opposite of what it did yesterday. So let's see if it does. Will we get a rally after this initial sell-off, and do exactly rally into the, buy into and rally the rest of the day? That's pretty much what happened in reverse yesterday. So TISA, Telesat. $0.10 spreads, 65-cent range. This is opportunities galore on this. Well, $14. Looking for a $14 break. 14.22 hold level. I'm getting good fills. Moment. I'll get $14 today on this opening range. We've got 13.89 is the session high at the moment. $13 my cut-off hit. Rangy on the spreads, much as 20 cents. And you've got 65 cents on the ATR. So we're looking at probably, you should be putting about 75 cents realistically. We've got 40 cents. So that was a very poor fill. A lot of slippage there. A lot of slippage on that stop. Not a good just glad I didn't put the view up as my stop, because I would have got filled at the same spot actually. Pulling back. Yeah, that needs to get over $3 for me. There's no volume on it. So it's the top momentum stock right now, but I'm just going to cut this out because I don't like the volume, or the lack of volume. Nice. Iron cube. A cash account, which is better? margin account every day of the week. Cash, there's advantages to cash accounts, but margin account every day of the week. Why? Instant settlement and the ability to short. So if you've got a cash account, you've no credit facility, so you can't borrow shares to short. So shorting's out of the window. You need a margin account to short. Secondly, you have to wait for your trade to settle. So it's like T+2 settlement. Most brokers, some brokers is T+3, but most brokers it's T+2. So you take a trade today. You can't trade with that cash tomorrow. You have to wait till the day after. So it ties up your equity. So that's another problem with a cash. Cash account's great for swing trading, options trading, and more importantly, value investing. You don't really want to be heavily leveraged for your investment, your long-term portfolio. Yeah, margin account for day trading. Yes, you're going to get leverage, which will give you that ability to buy, borrow capital, borrow equity to take larger share size. But that's not the main reason I would say a margin account is beneficial over a cash account. It's the two reasons said before: the ability to short or borrow shares to sell before you buy them when it's selling off, and more importantly, instant settlement. So let's have a look at all of these other stocks that you want me to check out. Oh, moving nicely. 641 is the halt level. Why am I not seeing this on my scanners? Oh yeah, I am. Oster. I'll take a look at Groupon in a second for you. Yeah, I'm not seeing. Had earnings yesterday after hours. That's why Oster is moving. That's the only catalyst I can see. It's kind of already over half its average daily volume. I'll take a look at Groupon now. Yeah, I'm not feeling it. Just the lack of volume on Groupon. It's very low volume. Less than 150,000 shares have been traded today so far in total. So I'm not feeling Groupon at all. Particularly when you think of the market cap of Groupon as well. It's what I would class as more of a mid cap, but it's just nobody trading it. Not enough people trading it, I should say. Whereas Oust breaking highs. It's a nice little pullback and a new high. Buy the dip here for a move back up. Got 1,500 to play with. $5.94. $5.94 is the low of this 5-minute candle. I like this tune. I'll check Mara in a moment, buddy. Marathon Digital. Do with a bit more volume. Yeah, this is not looking too strong. Lack of volume. I don't know why I even took this trade. It wasn't a great setup. Actually, it weren't a bad setup for getting in here in 610. New high. I got in a bit late and then I added to the position. The add was I should not have added. It's the bottom line, but I was in a little bit late. We'll see. Is it going to go my way or not? What's the stock? Oster. OUST. That's what we're in at the moment. We're looking for a move up there. We're caught between the spreads at the minute. We'd like to see a new high of day, which is currently 619. So we're looking ideally at 620. Take a little bit off at 620. If we get that far. 614 on the ask. $619, that's high of day. I'll take a little bit off. Current high of day, I want to see it beat this. All right, now put a stop in place there at 610. So I'll change that for a trailing stop once we get over 625. Right now, I'm just keeping that. It's a profitable trade across the board. Stop me out, and that's why. So put 10 cent stop in there, and it pulled all the way back. The ATR was 12, so well 13. So 10 cent was reasonable. But 500 bucks on that house trade, it's not a bad base hit, if you will. The good news is that I'm already over goal from earlier, so you know, happy days. EVLV, I'll have a look at host in a second. Oh, the screen's working okay. I don't know what the issue there is. There's a similar kind of move. Shut up, dog. I've got no dragged up Phillips for you. Oh, that's a bit crass, Dylan, but whatever floats your boat, buddy. Oh dear. Some people get their kicks in the strangest of ways. So we're breaking highs with Skyworks. Still red on the day, but it's trying to make a move up and go green. It's just moved whole dollar in this move. So in the last 10 minutes, dollar to the upside, Skyworks. No, I'm not sure. I'm not sure you could get it hard for that. Absolutely, Fareed. Absolutely, check his hard drive. Sounds a bit sus to me as well. But yeah, you might be getting a knock on your door there, Dylan. Be careful. RGTI. Let's have a look at RGTI. Nice move on a 5 minute. You're starting to get on my nerves, dog. I'm in the middle of trying to do something here and you're interrupting me. So this is Rigetti Computing. Looking to break new highs. There's my little girl crying. Zymeworks. There's a new high of day. And the pullback. It's not moving up as strong as I would really like to see it, but it's got good momentum. After Eaton's been doing its selling off, so now it's trying to make a red to green move. So sell off, back over to VWAP could be interesting. 350, and I called that previously. If it gets over 350, be of interest. Current session high is 348. Got rejected at 350 previously. Telesat, yeah, I made promises but never delivered. So now we're looking at, again, 350. I said 350, which is where I got in, but 350 this time is needed. What else is moving, guys? Pagaya, yeah. Black Spade. Those poker players. Dylan, how hard is it to find account management? So you want to find someone that will manage your account for you. Very easy. There are loads of people that will do it out there. They're called investment managers. So there are a whole bunch of people that actually trade for a living for other people, and what you do is you go into and buy an ETF, for example. That's and forget the scams. You go to a legitimate brokerage house, and they have fund managers that will do it for you. To do it on a daily basis, day trading, they're not going to do it for you. They will manage funds and they'll do a fund management, and they'll have a portfolio for you. But again, they will. There's always the risk that you could lose money as well as make it, but more often than not, you're looking about 10 to 15%. What they will quote you based on historic performance, they will say 10 to 15% annual gains is what they'll say. What I'd say to that, if somebody said, if I went to a hedge fund and said, look, I've got 50 grand here, but let's say smaller amount. So I've got 50 grand or 500 grand or whatever it is, 5 grand. Go to a hedge fund and you say, okay, I want someone to manage my portfolio for me. I'm starting with this. It's my pension fund money or whatever it is. And they said to me that, well, what we'd do based on historic performance, we might get 8 to 12% or 10 to 15% gain on this year over year. I'd say, yeah, cheers, no thanks, and I'd just go and buy a whole bunch of TQQs from Invesco because it tracks the NASDAQ 100 with 3 times leverage. And the NASDAQ 100 on average is moving up about 12% annually year over year for the last 10, 15 years or whatever, 20 years. So you'll do better by sticking that in on an annual basis over the long term, of course. By sticking your money in the TQQs, you're gonna get 3 times whatever the NASDAQ does. And there's always the scary piece that if you get into another recession, another bear market, you could lose money, but on average, you're going to make 3 times. So you're going to be looking at what, 30% annually. So just stick it in the TQQs. If you don't know what you're doing, you're looking for a long-term investment, ETFs are the way to go. Yeah, so look at ETFs. Like I said, the TQQQ. I should do a DTWT ETF. You lot can give me all your money and I'll day trade and lose it all for you. Yeah, DM me on Instagram. You can DM me on TikTok. You can message me directly on TikTok, Dylan. You can message me on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, the Facebook Messenger, that is, whatever you want. Not a lot of moving right now. So let's go back to Rigetti. Rigetti. So 50% on the day. Good volume on this. There's really good volume. 2x daily. It normally does 6.2 daily, but it's let's see. One for the break of the half dollar. 286 the whole level to the upside, 191 to the downside. Let's see if we've got resistance level at the half dollar, so I'll see it break with a bit of volume. We should get over that. There we go. How far is it going to go? $251.5. Yeah, it's finding resistance. We've got a bit of a resistance level here at the half dollar, which is kind of anticipated. But if we get enough volume to come through, we might have a little bit of a run. Yeah, that's it, JH. It is indeed. It is, Dylan. Like I say, you can just message me there directly on TikTok. I've opened it up for messages, so you can message me directly on TikTok. Or just go into my link tree and my Instagram's there already, and message me on Insta. No problem. Okay, that's a pullback that continued downwards. I will get a low of that was 37, so that's now my exit. Shut up, dog. She's a good guard dog. She's guarding me from my future bride. Go figure. Not really the person I wanted to wanted to guard me from, but it's struggling flat topping. It's coiling under 250. Still the top momentum stock at the moment. Coiling there at 250, 251. There we go. Now we're getting a bit of a break. I'm gonna get the 10 cents I'm looking for. 260, 260, come on. Let's see. Not feeling it. I'll get it for a scratch trade. A couple of cents, a couple of dollars in the cost, but it's a scratch trade. I'm not feeling that one. It's not breaking out as soon as I really wanted it to. Let's have a look at Pagaya. Pagaya did well for us last year. A scratch trade is not a losing trade, so you know. Pagaya not really breaking out either. It's entered a bit of consolidation. Lovely double bottom. This double bottom here, and you would have got. Definitely would have got the target on that, but this is finding a bit of resistance at 275, a bit of a flat top there at 275, and if it can break out at over 275, we might go on a run and get 290, maybe $3. We'll see. Yeah, I'm watching that, but it's sideways at the moment. It's choppy sideways. After that loss there, where I kind of a lot of slippage on the stop, so I was a bit annoyed at that. In fact, I'll tell you how much slippage I got on that. Bloody 30 cents. Lost 30 cents on slippage. That's painful. It's $1,500 just on slippage. Cup and handle, I don't see it. I don't know what, on the 5. Where you see the cup and handle, Alex? I'm not seeing. I mean, it's all subjective, but I'm not seeing it. Anything's a even double bottom, possibly. Here and here, 2 round double bottoms. So then you'd be looking for 1325 or above as your breakout level. S&P 500 making headway. And I did say it's doing the exact reverse of what it did yesterday. So will this go green on the day? Will it get up to kind of 446? It's knocking on 445. So if it continues with this kind of move, why not? Michigan consumer sentiment just dropped. I didn't think they had that much sway over the overall market, but go figure. Just broke 445. That's the S&P 500, the SPY. Yeah, in the 5 minute. Now, get this. There's an argument for it there. I would say it's a little bit washy because the front end of that is this 1650 level. So it's come down here. A cup and handle, you'd have, it's almost a double top, then it comes back down. So you want to be up to 1650, then a bit of a retracement for the breakout. But I can see if you're talking about here as the start of the cup to here. Again, it's subjective. I mean, it's a bit flaky. I would say it's a bit of a weak one, but yeah, I guess I can see it. It's not a very strong cup and handle if it is. Yeah, Rigetti or whatever. I was right to get it when I got it because it did that big pullback. Now it's trying to get back over 250 again. Went all the way down to 235-ish. 234 actually. Let's see. What else is moving? ESGL. No volume. So virtually nobody trading it. Yeah, this is below the VWAP. Oh, it's red on the day. It's above the VWAP. Still below the 200. So, yeah. Gotta say, I don't like the mosquitoes. They seem to love me for some reason. Not a lot moving right now. Oh, Tango's hitting the scanners. That did well for us on Wednesday. We got a really nice move on Tango on Wednesday. All the way up to over $9. So if we can get some of that momentum back, it will be nice. Doesn't have the volume to support it though. Oh, the volume's erratic. We had a little bit of volume here at the bottom of the, just after the open. Then it just went dead for a while. A little bit more volume after the top of the hour. So yeah, I'm not really seeing the momentum there. Who else? Anyone seeing anything reasonably good to go to? The SGL is probably the big mover at the moment. Just not on the volume. I think Tango's probably the one to watch right now. For me, get over the $0.75 level. Quarter, half, and whole dollars are all key psychological levels. So if you can get over the 7.75, next target will be the whole dollar of 8. It did have some issues in and around the kind of $8 level yesterday. Pre-market struggled to get over $8. 7.99, 7.80, 7.98. Yeah, so it struggled to get over $8 in the pre-market yesterday. So let's see. I can't see it happening. Anybody seeing anything interesting? I'm not seeing anything moving on this. It's almost as if this is halted, but it's not. Just nobody buying it. Just no volume at all. Just dropped. Oh, there we go. There's 1,000 shares. I'll take a look at it. Yeah. $3 is key level. Couldn't get over $3 at the open. Went up to 320 pre-market. Couldn't get over 297 is what it got rejected at. And it's just been rejected there again. So that's not really doing much, and it was this is a stock a lot I lost some on pre-market, so it's the one loser today. Well, Farid, quite frankly, if Liverpool were prepared to spend £110 million on a midfielder, they should have bought Jude Bellingham 2 months ago. I mean, Caicedo's it would be a good player for them. It would be a good signing. He's a good player, but he's not of the class of Jude Bellingham. And they could have got Jude Bellingham for that price. So for me, it makes it's a strange one. It's a very strange one. Yeah, it's struggling with $3. It struggled pre-market with $3 after that initial pop, and then it moved up to kind of $2.96 and $2.97 twice now. So it has to get over $3. No, if it doesn't get over $3, it's probably not going. It's probably not going to. Let's go back to Tango. Breaking highs now. Needs to get over $8. Struggled at $8 pre-market yesterday, as I said. Yes, Don, I did change the setup slightly. So I've just seen your comment. I did change the setup slightly because my setup's changed. So I've changed setup A to accommodate the my setup more than anything. All right, we're over $8. We're over $8 on Tango. Good start. Break even. So 225. Let's see. That gives a bit of a cushion. For a bigger slice this time. No, gone without me. Slow fill that. Over $9 and we're golden, I think. Devil horns here on the 1 minute and the 2. Don't mind this little pullback as long as it breaks new highs. So current high of day 895. There we go. Make a little bit of extra profit there. Big red candle, want it back up at $9. A lot of sellers came in at $9. $0.34 range on this, guys. Spreads are like 3 cents. Madness. Rejected at 9 again. Current high of day is 914. I thought we were going to get 925 at least. Let's see, it's time. 6 cents off the ask, 10 cents on the bid. $0.34 on the ATR. So you've got to take all that into between the spreads right now. Take all that into account when you're calculating what your risk is going to be. How much you're prepared to risk on a trade. Lock in a little bit more. There we go. Why is that not getting me a should do? There we go. I'm out. So not a bad, shut up you, not a bad trade. 1480 and change. It's probably still going to go on for more. What kind of a noise is that, you furry hippopotamus? I never got that in Dublin. In case you're wondering what a fiance just walked into the room with just a towel as you're going for a shower, so yeah, I never got that in Dublin. Of course I can. They want to know everything about my new life. Do I think shortable stocks run higher than stocks that have no short interest? There's two different things there. So shortable stocks and stocks that have short interest are not the same thing, okay? So if you've got short interest, it means people are already shorting it. Stocks that are on the short sale restriction, or that means it's not shortable, or it's difficult to short. There aren't many stocks that are not shortable. You just have to pay a premium to short it. But do I think stocks that run, if they're stocks that are being shorted heavily, they have the potential to trigger that short squeeze. but I don't think it makes a difference if it's shortable or not if there's a catalyst making it run. What's essential is that it is the liquidity, not whether it's shortable or not, is what's the liquidity on the stock. Does it have enough liquidity to support the demand? If it doesn't, then it's not going to go very far, or if it may move quickly, but the spreads are going to be huge, and it becomes extremely dangerous to trade. Thanks, Dutch. And we got the devil horns again, so that got us out. So yeah, 1400 on. So we're 2.5 times gold today. Not bad. Only one red trade, and you can't avoid red trades. Just remember that, guys. You're always going to. Hopefully, you have more 100% green days than not, but highly likely, most of your days you're going to have a trade that doesn't go your way. What you've got to get into the habit of is not letting you affect your mindset. If that's your first, very often people have asked me, particularly when I've been on one-to-one, when I've been coaching people and mentoring people, they ask me, when you have that first trade and it doesn't go your way, how do you actually, get past that negativity that then starts to breed? And the simple answer is every trade you treat separately. One trade is not the same as the next trade. So you've got to start every trade from a blank slate. You start every day from a blank slate. What happened yesterday has no bearing on what's going to happen today. It might be the same stocks, it might be the same catalyst, but the price action is different. It'll be different people trading it. So just remember to put it behind you. You have a bad trade, put it behind you. Look for the next one. Don't get caught. Don't get sucked into this mentality of revenge trading. I've lost on one stock, I need to make it back on the same stock. Or even I've lost on one stock, I need to make that amount back on the next stock. Don't revenge trade, guys. I'm thirsty. Anybody else thirsty? Well, I've got 10 minutes left of the stream, so IVV, not in my price point. So not in our price point, guys. I mean, Groupon's having a bit of a resurgence, it looks like. Let's have a quick look. I did look at Groupon earlier. Sure I did. There we go. Groupon's had a good day. The volume was horrible early on, but then once it broke kind of 840, the trigger was 840, the break of 840 there at the top of the hour, and this is where it was. It just consolidating sideways, flat topping, coiling under 840. Once it broke 840, yeah, that was it. It's not looked back since. That if you've been watching Groupon, 840 was a trick, but even then it went up to kind of 870, got a bit choppy before it then moved up. So yeah, money could have been made on Groupon if we'd been watching it. But again, look at this, the volume profile. I just probably wouldn't have traded it just purely on this volume profile. This break of 840, it didn't even get over 50,000 shares. So we've had one candle, and it's a red candle. It's almost a doji. It is a doji. One candle that's above 50,000 shares. So Groupon for me, well, and this is going to be the second candle over 50,000 shares if it gets, there you go. The volume profiles are all wrong. But look, hey Joshua. Yeah, no, well, it depends which trade. I've traded it a couple of times, so let's go back to TSAT. So I saw it hitting the scanners, the Benzinga scanners. I'll just pull this across a little bit further. Too far, not far enough. Here we go. So this morning I came in, saw this moving up, then it saw the increasing volume, and that's where I got in. I was able to get in for the break of 12.50, and it just moved up, took some profit, but again up at the top. Got out as it pulled back, as it then made another move back up, entered for a small size, got out as it pulled back. So that was the early trade. I did trade this after the bell as well here. And it went against me, so it moved up 13.50. I got in, it came back, I added for it as it started to make its move back up for a bounce, and then I got caught in the flush. I had my stop at $13 on the whole dollar, and I got caught, and it's like 30-cent slippage there. I did make some back, I think, on another. Did I make? Was it this one? No, it wasn't this one. So I made Tango. Oh, Tango, you just saw that trade there. Made 500 on Oust. Let's move here. IDAI lost on IDAI. Premarket, I'm pretty sure it was Premarket. There we go, yeah. So this moved up as it started to break highs, and then it pulled back. I got out for the break of the VWAP, and a bit of slippage. That was Oust, and Rigetti was a scratch trade, which kind of break even in here. It pulled back, moved up, then didn't look great, so I got a scratch trade. So right now, I would say that's kind of me done. Palantir. Yeah, Palantir's gone green on the day. It's now green on the day, looking to hit that pre-market high around, what's that, 554, 553, something like that. So gets over 550, test that pre-market high, Palantir. That's the real test here. I think it's gone green now. Find yesterday's closing price as a support level, move back up, and I have that bounce, and then test this this pre-market high. Millennium Group. Let's have a look at Millennium Group. MGIH. That's solid. That is the definition of chop. How choppy is that? That's a horrible chart. How can you trade that? That's horrible. Yeah, that's not on the list of things I want to trade. No problem at all, Joshua. Yeah, it's pretty much. I've been sat at my desk for about 20 minutes when I took that trade, George. Have a strategy. Trade small. Judge, if you're nervous, if you're finding nerves are getting the better of you when you're taking a trade, the chances are you're trading too big for your account or for your comfort zone, for your comfort level. If you're getting adrenaline pumping, you're trading too large. Trading should be boring. It really should. So size down, and if you size down and your targets and your risk becomes a lot smaller, then you're less likely to get emotionally involved. And this is about, it's like going to the gym, okay? It's about muscle memory. So once you get used to trading without the emotions and keeping the emotions in check, you can then slowly start to scale up. But if you start with small size first, small enough that it's not triggering an emotional response, then it's like going to the gym and trying to lift 200 pounds trying to bench press 200 pounds straight away. The first day at the gym, I don't care who you are, you're not going to bench press 200 pounds, okay? Now, if you lie back on the gym and you start off with 50 pounds on your barbell and you're able to lift it, and then you do 10 reps with it, and then you do a couple of sets with it, and you work up, and then you move up to 70 pounds, and then you move up to 110 pounds, and after a couple of months, you end up you're benching 200 pounds. So same thing, it's muscle. You got to train that muscle. You've got to train that discipline, and that emotional control is a muscle that needs to be trained and controlled the same way. You can't jump in and start lifting 200 pounds. So sides down and take the emotion out of it, and just trade a little bit. It's going to be emotions involved, because if there's real money on the line. So just take the emotions out of it, and then just slowly scale up to a level that you're comfortable with. If you scale up too quickly, the emotions will come flooding back in. So you do it slowly. You get to a level of consistency with the small size, then scale up. Get to a level of consistency with the medium size, scale up. Get to a level of consistency, and that's the thing that you're looking for, is the consistency. You're not going to be a millionaire overnight. That's what I'm saying, okay? So JS, take it easy, take it slowly, size down. If your emotions are getting the better of you, you trade. The likelihood is that you're trading too large for your comfort level, too large for your account. If you're blowing up your account, you're definitely trading too large for your account. You shouldn't be risking more than 3% of your entire account value on any single trade. So yeah, base hits, absolutely Dutch. I think that's it, guys. So let's that's another way of doing it, Dodge. You have your trade plan your trade, have your profit take, have your stop loss, and let it play out. And that way, that's what swing traders do, okay? Swing traders have a much less stressful time, because that's what they do. They plan a trade, they'll set the trade, they'll put the take profit, and they'll put the stop loss. And if it's one or the other that it hits, the trade's complete. If it doesn't hit by the time that they reach, so they might put a swing trade on for 2 or 3 days, and they'll come back and check it on a daily basis, and then they might not even look at it. They'll come back a day later. Where am I? Oh, it's up. I'm going in the right direction, and it just removes that stress level. So if you're already trading small and you're still getting the jitters, the nerves, try swing trading. You devise your trade plan and set your trade in motion, put your stops in place, put your take profits in place, walk away. Go and get yourself a drink from the fridge, go and walk the dog, whatever. Come back later. How did it go? Base hits, you don't understand American, Alex, okay? Think of rounders, okay? Inverse head and shoulders on Regatti. Well, where are you seeing that? I'm not seeing no inverse head and shoulders. Oh yeah, I suppose there's an argument for it. It's a weak argument on the 1 minute. Farid. Yeah, 245 kind of neckline. Yeah, I could see what. Yeah, I could see what you mean, but yeah, I'm not convinced. If I'm looking at the higher time frame, so always look for multiple time frames. Look for multiple confirmations. I would say more of a cup and handle on the higher time frame, on the 5 minute. That's probably is probably a better, which is still a bullish. So volume's dying out though on it. Volume's getting, oh, nice volume spike there. Just as I said, the volume's dying down. We get a nice big volume spike. So if this continues up, gets 245, you might be you might be okay with Regatti. APLS, let's have a look at APLS. Breaking highs. Oh, this is a nice move today. Palace Farmer. Why did nobody call a Palace Farmer out for me? Ah, it's only 17% up. Still. Why is it not on the scanners? Oh, it is. It's here. Palace Pharmaceuticals. Let's have a look. Is it a catalyst? Yeah, TSAT's at the VWAP. I'll take a look at the moment. Yeah, no catalyst on a palace. Moving up nice, but there's no real catalyst. No company-specific catalyst, should I say. TSAT, I'm watching it on the other screen, so it's been succession of lower highs, lower swing highs. So it needs to get over $13 is the bottom line here. If it can get over the VWAP and hold, maybe get up to $13, it has a chance. But at the moment, it's just a succession of lower highs, lower swing highs. We're kind of getting, this is looking more like a descending wedge. So if you look at this on the 5 minute, let's just draw this trend lines. You can draw this down here, and then another one here. It's a descending wedge which typically breaks downwards. So I wouldn't be overly enamored with the potential on that one. It's descending wedge into a flat bottom almost. That's quick. My quick view of that is they typically break downwards, descending wedge. I could, .NET, absolutely no problem. It's just a case of I'd be finished at 4 a.m. So, and I'm normally going to bed about 2 a.m. But if I'm finishing at 4 a.m., I didn't trade. I never trade the full session anyway. I go away after the morning session. Normally, I'll be finishing now. If I was in Dublin, I'll be finishing now and taking the dog for a walk. And after taking the dog for a walk, I would come back, have something to eat, come back, take another look, maybe watch some TV, then go for power hour, have another look. And I don't need to do that anymore. Yeah, I said cup and handle on the 5 minute. Later in the day, it's probably better. So the first hour of the market, 1 and 2 minute time frames are good to look for your patterns. As you get into that kind of 45 minutes in, 60 minutes in, it's probably better to look at the high of the time and look at the 5 minute time frame for your patterns. So cup and handle on this one, you'd have got 10 cents. On the 5 minute time frame, that is. Pulling back a little bit. Look, I'm gonna wrap it up. I think it's time to yeah. Miyako, can you not hear her snoring? She's just taken back to snoring again. So Miyako is settled in nicely. She's being spoiled by her new mama. That's what it is. But let's have a look at where we're actually at on the day, on the year, on the month. Okay, so this is my Benzinga. If you're not familiar with Benzinga, check out the link tree. Check out excuse me. Check out the link tree that you can see there, and I'll check out the links in the description of the video if you're watching on Rumble or ShareVision or YouTube or whatever. Now this is my as I say, this is my Benzinga. This is what I use on a daily basis to find stocks that are moving. So the Telesat, I saw it on Benzinga first. So this is how I've got my Benzinga set up. I've got it set up here based on the session. Got it set up here based on the last 15 minutes. I've got a real-time scanner here. I've got my signals here, which gives me price spikes, day high series, and volatility halts and resumptions. I've got my rolling news here as well. So this is how I've got my Benzinga setup. Now, where can I find Benzinga? Well, I'll show you. So you find it in my link tree. Now, if you're watching on YouTube or Rumble or ShareVision, you check the links in the description. They're the exact same links in the description. This is my link tree. If you want to reach out to me directly, so again, if you want to message me, you can email me directly from my link tree. You can message me on Facebook, which including Messenger, Twitter, Instagram. All my socials are here, so you can reach out to me directly. If you want to. Look, I'm drinking out of this little mug here. I trade with Tony. Don't drink and trade. Got my little logo there. Check out the merch store. It's I've got sweaters. I've got t-shirts. I've got pretty much everything that you need right here, right now. Let's see. So little teddy bears, sweatshirts, hoodies, mugs, get all your merchandise. It's all here, and yeah, this is my Etsy store. So go check that out. You can say you trade with Tony as well. You've got little kimonos, you've got sweaters, teddy bears, suitcases, wireless chargers, Bluetooth speakers. You name it, I've got it. Come and get it, and you get it here at this merch store. So you can find that in the link tree. You find that in the description or whatever. If you want to learn how to trade, so I've just changed platforms. No, but you can get. There might not be any photos or autographed photos of the fat guy on the internet, but you can certainly get a sweater that says "I'm just a fat guy on the internet," or "I'm not a financial advisor, not offering financial advice." All my usual catchphrases that you've all called out as catchphrases, they're all on sweatshirts and hoodies and mugs and various other things. So go check that out. If you want to learn from me how to trade, you can get this link here. It'll take you to my new platform here, which is Fresh Learn. So it's the Day Trade with Tony, the complete course, over 18 hours of content. Everything that you'll learn here, that's my ugly mug. Here's my face, as Aussie man likes to say. Even got some testimonials. What you'll learn here as well. This is the full curriculum with exams. We've got a lovely testimonial from Ed. This is the price point. So you have a go at $150 a month. You can go for an annual plan, gets you everything, or you can do a quarterly plan. So it's up to you. Come join. Now, what I'm doing is anybody that signs up in the month of August, you can get access to a one-to-one mentorship from myself. If you are in the Day Trade with Tony community, you've got discounts as well. And what I'll do, if there's enough interest, I'll put a coupon out, and I'll give reach out to me directly, and I'll give you a coupon for 25% off any of these plans for August. So let me know. Just reach out to me directly, and I'll give you a coupon for 25%. Okay. And so that's it. If you want to learn how to trade the Tony way, I don't recommend it, but it's up to you. Come join us, join the community. You get access to the Discord. You get access. But what do you get access to? I'll show you what you get access to. So you get full access to all of the instructional videos. You get access to the private trading community, which is on Discord. You get all the downloadable templates. You get access to my own trading library of books that I learned to trade from, which is like $500 worth of ebooks there. So as well, and if you go for one of the higher value packages, you get the mentorship as well. So if you sign up in August, I'll give you an additional mentorship session. So if you sign up for a quarter, like a 3-month session, 90-day session, you'll get 2 mentor sessions. You'll get monthly mentor sessions if you sign up for the annual plan, but I'll give you another one on top of that, and I'll give you a single mentor session on the monthly plan. So if anybody wants to sign up, I've got the time. I have the time. Now, we're talking about Benzinga. If you want to try Benzinga, so if I go back to the Benzinga, this is my Benzinga, what I was talking about. This is how I find stocks to trade. It's absolutely essential that you have Benzinga or another solution that you can find stocks to trade that are breaking out as they're breaking out. If you use the link for Benzinga, try it free, 14 days for free. You can get that, and if you do decide to go with it after 14 days, you don't even need a credit card to sign up, but check it out for 14 days. And if you decide that you do want to sign up, use my token here, DTWT35, and you get 35% off for as long as subscription is, and you can continue using that. So all the videos are remastered, but they're the same as the old ones.net. However, that being said, I'm in the process of recording a price action. I've got 4 videos recorded now of price action course, price action trading, which will be supplement to the Day Trade with Tony course. And if you're an active subscriber on the Day Trade with Tony course, you'll get that price action trading for free. But if you want to know when that's launched, it will be a separate course. You'll be able to buy that price action course separately on the same platform. So yeah, there you go, .net. Somebody was asking which broker I recommend for trading, day trading in the UK with a small account, a $5 account, $5,000 account. Capital Markets will be the brokerage of choice that I would recommend. Like I say, I'm just a fat bloke on the internet with an opinion. That's my opinion. I've been working with them for a long time, and I've negotiated with them that if you sign up through my link, you can get a discounted a discount for the first 3 months of platform fees because you've signed up with me. Okay, you just mention my name, and that you want to use Dash Trader, for example. You get it for $120 instead of 220 bucks or whatever much it is for the platform fees. So you're able to get quite a substantial discount on the platform fees. Now, if after 3 months, I'm not saying that you can get longer than 3 months, but if after 3 months you're not ready to go live, this is so whilst you're learning. If you're learning how to trade and you sign up with Capital Markets, I've negotiated as a student of Day Trade with Tony. One of my recommendations from myself, you can get those that platform fee for $120. If after 3 months you're not yet ready to go live, you let your account manager know. You'll get a dedicated account manager. Let your account manager know and negotiate a way around it. Some people can have negotiated an extension of that $120 for another month. Some people have negotiated another 3 months at a different price. To speak with your account manager, they will work with you to find the best solution for you. Okay, so that's Capital Markets Elite. Now, TraderView is the journal I use for tracking trading, and I'm going to bring us through to that in a moment. So TraderView is this. No, it's not. It's this. Okay. Results. Here we go. TraderView. So this is year to date, because I've only traded now 3 days in August. So look at August, you can see nothing happened up until this week. What you saw yesterday was what you got. Same as today, same as Wednesday. If I look at July, finished July, and I had a green day, but I still had this drawdown. So we've recovered the drawdown now. We had 14, whatever it was, coming into August. I look at the detail, where we are on the year, etc. We're in a really good place, I would say. So August, we're just starting out. This is the first week of trading in August. We had these big days there, which was great. Let's have a look at what the drawdown is in total. That's a bit dodgy. 9 till 10 o'clock. I'm losing money on the year. That's. I'll have to look into that. Win-loss expectation. Let's have a look at the overall drawdown. So cumulative drawdown before today was 77, 70, call it 7,800. So we're 15, just over 15k. So we've cleared the drawdown. So we're back on positive terms. We're upwards trajecting. We're doing well. If I look at the average, what we should be looking for on a daily basis is 6k. So we're way ahead on a daily basis of the average. We're ahead of where we need to be at the end of August, and we've only just started trading August. So yeah, that's where we're at, and this is me signing off for today. And I will just go back to the streams. And that's me done, I think. So I'm going to be back tomorrow, and as I am every day. And no, I won't be back tomorrow. I keep forgetting it's Friday. That's what happens when you have a 3-day week. I'll be back on Monday, guys. So it's me done for the weekend. I'm off goal on the day, so me done for the weekend. I'll be back on Monday, an hour before the market opens, and hopefully, we'll have another green week next week, and you will be there an hour before the market opens with me. In the meantime, guys, enjoy your weekend. I'm going to go and enjoy my weekend as well. So take it easy, guys, and I will see you on Monday.